Hello everybody, this is Joel, aka Bourbon Dingo, and welcome to episode 17 of my second series on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. During the last episode, we had our previous king pass away, and I was saving up quite a bit of money to see if I had to handle any revolts, and while I do have some people that dislike me, there's no one at a massive dislike for me. So, I'm going to hold on to some money, of course, but I think I'm going to have to do some pretty bad things for people to go ahead and try to actually pull anything. Most of the people that have started something, we do have a large portion that seems to be supporting Count Angus here for Goodwick. Might go ahead and send him a bit of money, and that should knock him away. What we will do is, just on the off chance it doesn't, let's see who else is involved here. We'll do Malcolm of Galloway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my spy master here to scheme in Galloway. Possibly get him to not join that issue. But let's go ahead and jump my speed up here. Still waiting on that city to finish building. That's going to be about a year and a half away, but that should increase my tax income a little bit. Sorry guys, had to edit out a sneeze. Alright, I've just had a niece born. One of my sisters had a child. What I'm going to try to do is stay above 300 gold for quite a while, just to see what occurs. And I'll keep upgrading my areas while we're waiting. But what I'll do is take a quick gander out here and see what's going on. Kingdom of Sicily seems to have appeared back. This is a very small kingdom, unless I'm missing where the actual king is for Sicily. Strange. Alrighty then. I did not actually have enough time to stop Count Angus from pressing his claim. So I'm going to not be blackmailed, and they're going to start up a rather large war with me. Pause real fast. As you can see, there's quite a few people that have jumped up right there. We're going to go ahead and pull up my levies and everyone else's levies. But what we're going to do is, anybody here in Scotland going to disband. We're going to try to see if I can't get... I need 45 boats. I'm going to try to jump them across as fast as I can. All together. Hang on. Let's check real fast. I'm going to send them all into here. Send them all into here. And all together, to get everybody across, I'm going to need 85 boats. It's quite a lot, but I think I can handle that. There's 12... 20, 26, 36, 45, 54, 60, 79. Alright, that should be everything I need to just use these as a stepping stone. Once again, I'm just going to select everyone here, and I'm going to move them out into this boat. Alright, and they seem to be getting some help just from traders and such. That jumped up a high amount of soldiers on their side. So what I'm also going to be doing here is we're going to be taking a look at some mercenaries, and this is why we were saving up money. I don't want to delve too deep into that 8 gold balance. I think what I'm going to try to do is pull the Breton company here. I will be losing money with that company, but I have quite a bit saved up, so there shouldn't be too much of an issue here. And I may need to call up some allies. We want our child, to be honest, if possible. I want to see if I can call up some allies. We've just lost our Chancellor. I'm going to send him back over here just to try to gain complete control over there. And the allies that I can call in allies from the Holy Roman Empire, and he will gladly join. As you can see, more people are joining his what I'm going to do is hopefully catch them off guard. That may not be the case. Okay. My wife just became pregnant. Alright, we're going to pause real fast. We're going to select them, and the moment they begin this fight, we're going to send them back into Gwynedd. Alright, my son is wanting to become cynical, but we're gonna not allow him to be cynical. Alright, we were victorious, though at a loss of 4,000 troops to about 5,000 troops. That's still fairly massive. Taking a quick gander, we can still see that I'm losing about 10 gold a month. I want to go ahead and combine them, and what I'm going to do is wait until my morale has come back up a little bit, and then we're going to assault. Crap. And more people have joined. For his claim. Our morale is back up. I'm going to go ahead and assault this army right here. Running into a bit of an issue because of defense bonuses and such. We're losing a lot more soldiers than I would appreciate. Okay. We've just had an area of mine besieged. So we've had a victory, and I've gone ahead and learned an ability. What we want is Rough Terrain Expert, because that's going to give us the bonus on hills. And currently, that's where almost all of our fights are occurring. Go ahead and send these guys back into... Become disbanded, though it says it's not in a friendly port, and I would assume that that is in a friendly port with no issue. But what we're going to do is come bring this down into Dyfed, which I know is a friendly port. And it is still saying it's going to lose some ships. I'm going to lose 4 ships with little to no issue. That may be coming from who they actually belong to at one point. But as you can see, I was right to call in the Holy Roman Empire to help us handle the problem here. Alright. Law we tried to pass last time has actually gone ahead and passed now. We're going to keep making sure that we cut down on the amount of troops they have in this area. And after we're done with this specific battle, I'm going to leave those troops behind, and I'm going to go ahead and start bringing my guys up into a different area. We want to look at, however, real fast before we get too far, is right after this battle's over, is we want to look at if I can go ahead and get rid of the Breton Company. They still have quite a few soldiers with us. We're down to only losing 2. I think I'm going to keep the company together, to be honest. But as you can see, the war is going exceptionally poorly for everyone involved. Solely due to calling in Big Brother, Holy Roman Empire. Shrewsbury is trying to lay a claim on my title. Got quite a bit of piety. I think I'm just going to try to make him disappear. Okay, we did succeed in killing him. So, or hang on. Now we've succeeded in killing them. Right, let's see if they're willing to take our choice of peace, and they are. And enforcing the demands, it says that we're going to lose 200 prestige. I'm not sure why. I believe it's forcing them to lose 200 prestige. We'll keep an eye on ours. But, I'm going to go ahead and send for sue for peace. Wait for this to come back as our claim. Alright. We're going to pause real fast while we take care of the issues that have just occurred here. Taking a quick gander around to see who else has joined him. We can see that we can revoke his title. Let's make sure we know what he's controlling. He actually controls 2 areas. So what we want to do for him is actually revoke his duchy. I'm sure there's probably a better way of doing this. But this will drop him down to no longer having the duchy, even if he is in control of 2 of the areas of the Duchy of the Isles. Count Ada over here of Argyll tempted to make her the Duchess of the Isles. She'll have less of a problem with me if I hand it to her. Those problems will start going away. No, though. I don't believe I can revoke anything else from him after pulling one thing without penalty. Yeah, I would have to take the -20, and I don't think I'm willing to do that. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to give it to her. She'll like us for a while, and there won't be any issue with that. Okay. And she's become the Duchess. She likes us a little bit. We're going to grant her the honorary title of Keeper of the Swans to make her like us a little bit more. Then we're going to go hunt down the other guy. Let's see. The Duke of Albany. And in looking at everything he owns, in fact, there is another person who is imprisoned by the Duke of Albany. Earl Arthur of Fife doesn't like us. He doesn't really like us. Let's go back one more time. He doesn't like us. Nobody in Albany really likes us. What we're going to do for him is go ahead and revoke his duchy once again. So you can come up here. He's the Count of Ross. Got a couple people in here. I'm not sure who I'm going to give this duchy to. Possibly just... We are going to revoke his title away from us. No, we aren't. He's put into jail, but we can't just revoke his title. Just strange. Don't complain too heavily, though. Alright, in the process of attempting to find someone to hand off that duchy to. Take a look at our court, see who has the best opinion of us. You see, we actually have another Duke we need to go ahead and revoke title away from as well. And he currently does, all of them do hold titles, which makes this a little bit harder, because I would lose opinion with everyone in banishing them. Though he has 400 gold. Alright. We are going to go ahead and revoke the county from him. Take a quick glance around to see who all joined. Yeah, we're going to be jumping over our amount here, but this is how we'll figure out who deserves to be kicked out. It's looking like a lot of people are I can't revoke his title. Oh, because I've already taken his title away from him. There's no issue with that then. So we've done that. I suppose what I need to do now is I'm going to recreate the Duchy of Moray and hand this off to, as far as I'm aware, the Duchy of Moray is all of one place currently. Take a look at the just your duchies. Moray is supposed to be all of these. He likes me, so what I may do is just go ahead and grant him the Duchy of Moray after I create it. I would honestly, however, like to give it to someone who's Welsh, and start trying to spread Welsh culture again. Problem is, I don't really have a whole lot of Welsh. I think we're going to spend a little bit of money, invite possibly one noble. Just having a bit of an issue trying to find someone who I actually want to give all these pieces to. Pause real fast and just find someone to hand these children off to. Have an ambition to amass wealth, and so we'll focus on doing that. But yeah, as I said, I suppose what I can do is start trolling some of their courts for, or some of our courts over here, I suppose, for worthwhile courtiers. Not seeing much option in that, however. I believe what I'll do is I will go ahead and give away Moray here. To, I guess, Patrick de Turnberry. It's not an exceptionally... And then we're also going to give him the Duchy of Moray at the same time. And that'll give him control of everybody there. He's young enough to be married, and he's content, and that's very important to me. What we need to be paying attention to is how many duchies I have. I have 3 duchies more than I need. So that's going to be a bit of an issue, trying to get rid of those duchies. Once again, Strathern needs a ruler. I think I'm just going to grant Strathern to him. Not sure that that's going to come back to bite me or not, but I'm really hoping it doesn't. And grant him the Duchy of Albany, which will cover him for that entire area. He'll like us once we do that, and there won't be too much of an issue with that. Taking a quick gander, I believe that's everything that I own specifically, which means I just need to hand out some duchies to those people in these areas. Teviot Dale, she doesn't really like us that much, though that'll go away once I start handing Duchy of Lothian, along with the lesser titles. Take a quick gander one more time. I still have Galloway. Just Galloway is the only one that I have still left. So let's see if I can find someone within Galloway who is worth handing this off to. He likes us. That may be who I choose. He's also content, and that may be important. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give it to Earl Duncan here. They become the Duke. I should now no longer be receiving too many duchy penalties. Take a quick gander at one of my vassals. No duchy penalties. They're going to be having some issue with crown authority here, as I'm trying to raise that up a little bit. And the people within my realm will like me a little bit less simply because I have the duchies that they control. Though that is what I'm trying to take care of right now. But let's go ahead and close these out real fast. I'm going to take a gander again real fast at our factions. We have another one coming up for Ireland, it seems. It does very much like us, though. I'm not sure why. We're going to go ahead and make him my cupbearer. And we're going to keep going. Duke Gilbert has usurped the title of the Duchy of Albany from Duke Count Osred. I'd hope that wouldn't happen. He's in prison right now, so I'm not sure why. I suppose we'll figure that out here soon. Okay. We now have medium crown authority in all the lands we control, which is good. Alright, and our city has finished construction in Gwynedd. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pop in here real fast, and we're going to create a vassal for it. He's not a great vassal, but he is still loyal to us, which is nice. And he should start improving this area for us. And we'll make a little bit more money. Alright, my son, we're going to let him know that being kind is good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move our... The Duchess has founded the Count Angus for Goodwick faction again. Alright, my heir is turning out to be charitable. So we're going to figure out where Duchess Ada is and send my spymaster to scheme. Alright, Gilcom of Argyle believes he is a better marshal than Count Ednowain of Glamorgan. And he is, so we're going to go ahead and send him off. But I am going to pause real fast and take a look over here. Count Ednowain is almost better than the Duke of Ulster over here. Our marshal is now idle, so I'm going to set him to researching military tech within Gwynedd. Taking a look at the factions, we can see that there's a decent level of Crown Authority faction happening here. This is where I'm going to start slowing down a bit, because I've never really gotten to this point of dealing with factions and such. So this is almost a new learning experience for me. Hungary has quite a few places spread out here. We have some area over here, a couple areas up here. Ruthenia has reformed and is really large all the way over to here. Rus looks like it's splitting up one more time. We're still waiting for Norway to split a little bit. What I am going to do, I had the game paused. What I am going to do is... Alright. My uncle is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon. Go ahead and be merciful. What I am... I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh, after a few more years of attempting to pull this area back, I'm going to go ahead and start trying to scheme to take these areas away from Norway. In fact, I believe I'm going to start that right now. We're going to go ahead and try to get a claim on both of these areas. Those large armies from the Holy Roman Empire just sitting in our lands. Taking a quick look, there is no real war going on here. In England, there is a lot of infighting, it does seem. Alright, we're starting to think that one of our courtiers may fancy us. Quick gander. My wife actually does like us a little bit. I believe it's not appropriate. Alright, the Count out of the Isle of Man is asking for better accommodations, but I believe we're just going to let him rot. Okay, we just had somebody pass away in our dungeons. And one of our dukes has just been excommunicated. Taking a look at him. It's got that. If I take a quick gander here. I believe our issue of inheritance may have settled itself with this recent issue that we had. I'm going to ask the Pope to lift his excommunication. And he agreed. Okay. Our son is attempting to become zealous, so we're going to go ahead and let him be that. Could possibly convince the Pope to allow me to invade England. I actually do have him beat out on troops. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send my court chaplain to improve religious relationships with the Pope down here. And we'll keep an eye on that. Okay. We're gonna let him know that he can only play after school. And he gained just from it. You can see he's turning out fairly well. We fulfilled the ambition to amass wealth. As you can see, we got up to 500 here. And since what I'm actually going to be doing is waiting to see if I could possibly convince somehow the Pope to allow me to invade England. I may go ahead and save up some money. Alright, we have vassals that deserve praise for their virtues. You can praise publicly, and a lot of people will dislike us, but our bishop will like us more for it. Or I can just give him 13 gold, and I believe that's what we're going to do. Taking a quick look, we have some claims on the county of Tyrconnell, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I want to fight Norway for just one small claim, which is why I believe I'm moving everybody. I'm going to try to just pick up some claims on both Tyrconnell and Catanus here. My uncle has passed away. Taking a quick look at the factions again to make sure they're not getting up too big. You can see they're still fairly small. We're going to go ahead and put some money into building some more financial buildings in Gwent here. Since I'm really unaware as to how long I've had this running, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the clock go up until the 1st, and then we're going to call it. Alright, one of the revolters has passed away in my dungeon. Alright, swinging out, we can see that it appears the Byzantine Empire has split something fierce, and a large portion of it is now the Kingdom of Georgia. This may go back to them shortly, but for now, that's relatively impressive. Okay, we have had a revolt in Glamorgan. Let's pause real fast, swing in. And I'm going to pull up enough soldiers from my personal levies just to take care of that. And as normal, what I'm going to do is we're just going to fill up the center with a few more troops. Another one of those traitors has died in my dungeon. Alright, the battle was over fairly quickly. Alright, one of my sons is becoming gluttonous, so I'm going to try to convince him to become temperate. And I succeeded, that was good. Alright, we have another child that needs a guardian. And in fact, we have somebody that wants to be a guardian, so I'm just going to allow him to do it. Alright, the Pope likes us a little bit more. And what I may do here is take one more quick glance to see if he'll accept an invasion, which he won't. He very much likes us, but he won't accept an invasion just because he won't accept an invasion. We have all the other requirements. So we would have to somehow sour his opinion of King Hrodbart here. And I'm not sure that we can. Got a couple areas down here in the Kingdom of Aragon. My wife's pregnant one more time. We've got about a month left. I believe I'll let my money jump up here and spend a little bit more upgrading the keep and palace is what we'll do. Alright, I'm going to pause right there. We're going to take care of what we had just pop up, and then I'm going to let you guys go. My son is lying to me again. We're going to try to make him honest. He's become honest, which is good. It's an issue. He is gluttonous. Try to make him temperate. And he didn't become temperate, but at least he lost gluttonous. We're going to pause real fast. As you can see, even at the age of 11, he's almost at 20 diplomacy, which is very nice. But as I said, we're going to go ahead and take care of this. He's asking us to join his holy war for Syria, so we're going to go ahead and join that one. Taking a look at the de jure claims we can press, they haven't changed any. We don't have any new weak claims that we can press either, as far as I can tell. So, beyond that, I guess I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And I will see you during the very next episode. Thanks for watching.